Jim, it has been 5.5 hours now since that incendiary device was dropped out of that helicopter, and it rages on. There must have been a better way. It's a disaster, Jim.
Surfaced in Philadelphia during the early 1970s. Characterized by dreadlock hair, the adopted surname Africa, a principled unity, and an uncompromising commitment to their belief, members practice the teachings of MOVE founder John Africa.
The basic teaching of John Africa is, to protect life of, the enslavement of this system, which means all life, which means animals, which means, protecting animals from the encagement of zoos, which means protecting, political prisoners from being locked up in prison. Our work, that's our work. Our work is to free life of the enslavement of this system.
Now, when people think of the system, they don't think of an organization that they're supposed to be fighting. They think of a system of some fictitious character that nobody really sees, nobody really knows who it is, right? But the system is all around us. It's everywhere. It's in your churches. It's in your schools. It's everywhere. It's up here. It's in your mind. It's in my mind. It's in all of our minds because we have come in contact with it, and we are imposed on by that disease.
And just started harassing us, and they grabbed us both. Both of us were pregnant, obviously pregnant, and they grabbed us and slammed us against the paddy wagon and arrested us, put us in handcuffs, and took us to the station. Well, while we was getting arrested, we was telling they was like trying to break our arms, really messing us up. So they handcuffed us, put us in the paddy wagon, and took us to the district, I think it was 55th and Pine district. Anyway, when they got us there, they handcuffed us to wooden chairs, knowing that me and Lee were pregnant. They wouldn't let us go to the bathroom, wouldn't let us make phone calls, and didn't give us anything to eat. As a result of that, both of us...
March 28, 1976, 7 jailed MOVE members were released from jail late in the evening.
Some of our family was being released from prison, and as usual, we greet them, and it was like 2 in the morning, and it was just us out, and it wasn't really loud. It was just family greeting family. And all of a sudden, these cop cars pull up with no lights, no nothing. They just pull up on the street, and the cop car stops in front of the house. The cop comes over, and he says that he had a report that there was a disturbance, a fight going on. So Chucky told him that there's no fight. It's just MOVE people. We're greeting our family home from prison. So, go ahead. It's no problem. When he said that, they all come out the car and rush over the street where we're at, and they just start swinging their blackjacks. I was standing in front of my husband, Phil, Africa, and the cop, to get the Phil, he just took me and slammed me on the ground. I had my three-week-old son in my arms, and when he slammed me down, he just stomped over me to get the Phil, and I don't know how, but the baby's head was crushed, and I just was so upset. I jumped up and I ran back in the house. I must have went in shock because my family just found me in the house holding the baby, and the baby had died.
My recollection that the shot came from behind, because when the shot was fired, everybody turned this way, and so they turned their focus away from the windows where the armed MOVE members were, the basement windows where the armed MOVE members were. A number of independent observers, those with the police as well as those not with the police, and journalists and others have contended that the first shot came from behind the assembled police officers and not out of the basement of the MOVE compound.
The August 8th newspaper, this was like not even hours after the police attack on MOVE and MOVE people being arrested. Front page of the Philadelphia Daily News. Oh my God, they shot a cop. Who shot a cop? I mean, there had been no trial. MOVE people hadn't even been processed on charges yet. And the news media on the front page of the newspaper had them tried and convicted. Oh my God, they shot
for example, that the bullet came in the left side and went across the body to the right and down. The report said it comes in the right side and goes on. So you got a big problem with the authenticity and thus validity of the medical examiner's report. The prosecutor took out a pencil and erased items in the report that he didn't like and wrote it in right there in open court. Now MOVE is objecting, objection, and the judge was saying, sit down, shut up, and allowed the guy to do that.
When the 9 MOVE members were convicted of third-degree murder and sentenced to 30 to 100 years apiece, several days after that, Judge Edwin Malmet was a guest on a local talk station. He was asked by a caller, who killed James Ram? Malmet's response was, I have absolutely no idea. I know what his response was. I know what the question was because I was that caller.
The judge's comment is telling. The comment that you're referring to has been referred to frequently, and I think his point was they didn't prove to me that in fact any one of those individuals committed the crime, so I convicted them all as a group. Well, the only way he could have done that was based on that prosecution theory of conspiracy, which was a fiction. I mean, an absolute fiction, and one that was not supported in the law.
9 people get charged with and convicted of murder, of murdering one cop with 1 bullet. You know, they cannot even and have not even identified one person as firing a gun that killed policeman James Ram, let alone 9. How do you keep 9 people in prison for 100 years each for a crime that you can't prove that any one of the 9
May 13th, 1985 ended in a Holocaust, in a catastrophe. And not a single police officer, police department official, fire department official, or city official ever faced criminal charges for that.